The film itself has, 8 or 9 stories, but, really I have, dozens that I could talk about, and, there's probably 2 dozen that I filmed. So these are just the ones that made it into the film. But really, some of the things that were, I think, worth noting is that most of the time when we were talking about climate change in the film was usually at least the second half of our actual conversation. And really trying to make people feel comfortable in those situations, because climate change is a loaded topic, for really anyone. um but even with that, I rarely tried to call climate change by name, as much as possible, because of it being such, those two words are so loaded. And so it's, really having more conversations about, people's connection to the environment, people's connection to the world around them, what how they feel about, the changes that they're seeing or not seeing. Um, and really what it came down to is that climate change is not a black and white issue, which we're continuing to see more and more people are kind of in that it's not a black and white issue, but that it's various shades of gray. That, people are almost everyone knows about climate change now, and, are, understanding that it is impacting the earth in some way. Um, but at its core, everyone that I talked to, no matter where they stood politically, or emotionally or socioeconomically, was that they cared about the environment and around them, and they cared about leaving their communities, their local area better for their children and their grandchildren. And that they're doing what they think is best. And it's that real connection to family and to community